So anyway, since I'm pondering, it is hard to recall everything, but essentially the conversations about what we know now that we may not have known 2000 years back. Just think about that. And yeah, and basically acknowledge, for example, things in our pencil box that we end up never using, like the two set squares and the divider. What was the point of that? And what's the history that the few things that are included in a pencil box? Finally, it's a scale, that D and one compass, these three things we use, and the other three things that we think are useless, that are there in a geometry box, has actually a lot of history built in, right? And what is that history? So the conversation about what can we create as an angle easily, right, I think came down to a bit of that. What indeed? What angles are easy to create and what angles would have still been easy to create 2000 years back if all we had were, a set of rods we could make the same length, because you can always take some length as a unit and cut something longer to the same length. So you can get the rods of the same length. Yeah. So if I did that, and that's what I had, what are the angles I can create? And I can also create obviously a string of the same length, but even a rod keeping one end fixed, moving the other should be possible. Yeah. And in most of these places, construction is happening. I'm sure there are blacksmiths and few other people like that who are also around. There's some machine shop around. Okay, so that's what was the conversation. Is that what you responded to? Or you were planning to respond to the angles we can make?
Hello.
Sunil?
Sanjeev, Sharath here.
Yeah, go ahead, Sharath.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello. Sanjeev, am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you. So I'm going to, I could hear you.
Sanjeev, am I audible now?
Yeah, you were audible even there.
Okay, we were not able to hear. Sharath wants to say this. Yeah, I think it's. Hello. Hello, Sanjeev, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you also.
Yeah. My question is, like you said, like 2000 years ago, people think that sun is revolving around Earth, so this concept arises, right?
No, they may not have known sun is revolving around the earth. They may have been extremely self-centered, just like we are. We can't believe that all our ancestors were enlightened. And they may have thought that the whole universe goes around the earth.
Okay, but I have a question again then,
Yeah,
because
no, Sharat, stop. Okay. For any question that you already had, I want you to put an effort, not just shoot off questions.
for
No.
same question. I
No,
don't know
no.
a new
One
question.
second. So the question had already, there was already a question. We can have questions all the time, Sharat. That's not the point. And it doesn't advance life just having a question and not working towards it. There was already a question. And the question was, why couldn't they come up? And your answer was, why didn't they come up with 10 degrees?
No, not that thing. But my
I
question
understand. This is a different question you're talking about. But there was already a conversation. I don't want to let it go. Okay. So that conversation was, how do I get 10 degrees? And so that's my question to you. How do you get?
We are working. We are trying it. We'll let you know after finishing.
Yeah. So what are the things we have already done? Right? And then we might be able to help you out. It doesn't have to be just you. So what are the angles you came up with? Can you give me a list?
Sanjeev.
Angles.
Yeah, 36 degree. We were able to make it.
Okay. How did you make a 36 degree?
Yeah, first we divided the circle into five
How?
equal parts.
How?
Like, okay, first
No
reverse
circle. You have rods, no circles.
rods. Okay.
You have rods. So using the rods, that's what you people had. Yeah? They have rods. Circles also not that easy to make, and they were not perfect. Most circles were not very perfect. Right? How would you get a perfect circle? You can draw on the sand. Sure, you can draw on the sand. After that, what length are you going to use to divide it into 5 pieces? Let's go with the conversation you're having. No problem. You have a circle. Go ahead. We have a circle. Now divide it into 5 equal pieces. Conveniently. What do you have for a circle? You have a radius.
Yes.
This is all you know. So the only length you have is a radius because it's a random length. Right? You're choosing some length, you're drawing a circle. Fine, let's go with that. Now divide it into 5 equal parts.
We take another radius slightly smaller than the actual radius.
How
and
much? Half of it, 1/3 of it. For what? And how
2/3
do
of
you,
it, and we draw it inside.
if you have 2/3 of it, how do you know it will give you 5 parts?
No,
How do
Sanjay,
you
there are
get 2/3? See, there are a lot of assumptions. That's all I'm saying. The construction of 2/3, okay, fine. You have a straight, you have a line now. How do you create 2/3 of that? You can say, no, we didn't have 2/3. We started with a unit and I took 3 pieces of that. Okay, I understand. So you basically had 1 piece. Using that as base, you had 3 pieces of it. Okay, no problem. Let's do that. Does it let me copy? It doesn't let me copy. It lets me select, but not copy. It's a very limited tool that way. Okay, so I have 3 lengths of it and I have 2 lengths of it. I understand. This can give me 2/3. You see, everything is a process. Many things you say are based off an assumption that it's easy to do, right? But everything is a bit of a process, right? If you didn't have a unit. So let's say, okay, I had a unit. So then we start saying, that's what we do now, right? We say, take a length of 3 centimeters. Now take a length of 2 centimeters. What you've done is you've done 2/3, right? So, okay, so you have 2/3. What do you want to do with 2/3?
draw another circle with this radius inside the big circle.
Where?
Yes.
Concentric circle. The mathematical word for that is draw a concentric circle, which means with the same center. Yes, so that's how all this jargon has developed, right? To be specific. So a very important thing about mathematics is that the language we use needs to be specific. And this is what children need to learn. It's that rigor that is missing in everyday conversation that's there in mathematics. So you have drawn, no? Not able to draw? Is that okay? Something like that? Approximately? Yes, then what to do?
Hello. Yes,
What
Sanjeev, and at this point,
okay,
with the same radius, we draw another circle. I mean, we took the 2/3 of the radius. No, we take the same radius and draw a circle from this point.
Okay. All right. What do you think that gives you?
That will give us the midpoint of these two radius. I mean, this radius, yeah.
Midpoint of 2 radius.
It should be the center. This point, which I draw, yeah, that should be center.
Yes.
Now we'll get the midpoint. If I mean,
Radius by 2 you will get.
Yes. If we draw a line through this,
You want a perpendicular.
this perpendicular, and then we'll get a
You will get a what?
we'll get the midpoint between these two as the half of this radius.
You could have just started with half of it. Okay, fine. You get half of radius, no problem. Then what do you do with half of radius?
One second. We also take this perpendicular. I mean another.
One second,
diameter.
before you before the geometrical construction, what do you want to do with, like, can you walk me through the logic of what we are going to do before we do it? You want to get r by 2. Is that what you wanted?
Yes, this step first step we did is to get r by 2.
No, that we could have just said 2 meter, 1 meter. That's what I was having a conversation about. We can start with that and say take 2 meters so that you can choose 1 meter. You can do that. But you say, I get what you're saying. Okay. So you wanted r by 2. Fine, let's say you got r by 2. Then what will you do with r by 2?
Actually, we are finding the point, this point, where
I don't know what this means. You are finding a point that,
here,
or maybe you are marking it that I can't see. Yes, okay. You want the midpoint and you want a perpendicular bisector. Okay, given. What are you doing with that?
once again, Sanjay, we take this diameter also, and then we take this length, this
Can
radius, this new radius, and then we draw another circle.
You want that radius. What is that radius now?
This is this. Let's say this is R3.
Okay, but you know the value, right? They wouldn't have known what it is called, but you know what R3 is, right? What is R3? This is R by 2, that is R. So by using Pythagoras theorem, you know what R3 is, right? So this is what you call R by 2. And this is R. So by Pythagoras theorem, this is square root of R square plus R square by 4. This is square root of 5 by 2 R. That's what this side, this is, isn't it? It's root 5 by 2 R. Okay. What do you need with root 5 by 2 R?
We take these 2 points as new radius, and then we draw another circle.
Okay. Can you tell me the mathematical principle behind what you are about to do? How does root 5 by 2 R give you something useful? Why a root 5? How is, I didn't understand. I'm not understanding where it's going. You get what I mean? We can do it. We can do the construction. But there is some flow of where the construction is going, and then we can do the construction, right? With root 5 by 2, what do you hope to achieve? What angle do you hope to achieve? Or I don't know, whatever it is that you're doing. You think you will get 5 pieces with root 5 by 2 R with the perimeter being 2 pi R?
Sanjay, I don't get it, Sanjay.
Okay, fine. Okay, so you're drawing a arc. You're drawing a circle. Then what do I do?
Sanjay, can I draw it? Sanjay, can you erase the one you did last?
I'll tell you what. Why don't we just do it in GeoGebra? You're basically doing a construction. Right? So what I'm saying is, what is the logic of the construction? Before you do a construction, there has to be a certain logic you're following to do the construction, right? So can you just guide me as what the logic is going to be? Then I'll be able to follow what is the construction we are doing. Think of any practical geometry construction you did, right? You always knew what you were doing, right? And then you went ahead and did it. So all I'm asking is, what are you doing? What's the goal? So then I'll be able to follow the path to your goal. Okay. Can you see my screen? Or is it the wrong screen?
Sanjeev.
Can you see my screen now? Okay. So let me just open GeoGebra so we can just mathematically type these things in, and so you'll get accurate results. Okay. That's the advantage of GeoGebra. You can just draw these circles. You can say circle, radius, diameter, done. Okay.
And this the goal is to find like 1/5 of the length on the perimeter of the circle.
Okay. So you
And
want
take that-
to find 1/5 of the perimeter of the circle, right?
Yes, and then use that as a reference to mark the 5 points
Sure.
from which we can divide the circle into 5.
I understand. So you want to find 1/5 of the circle, right?
That's
the
on
goal.
perimeter. Yeah.
Okay. So what you're saying is I am drawing a circle. What radius would you like? Shall we take 10, nice round number?
It's 10.
Okay. So let's just do circle. What's the center? Center is 0, 0. It's easy then. And what's the radius is 5 centimeter, or let's say 10 centimeter. That's done, right? Now what do you want?
Let's take another radius 8. That is slightly more than 5. So
No,
let's
I
take
can
8.
just take 5. That's fine. You wanted center point, right? That's easy.
Yeah, 5.
Oops. I want a point. I'll give you the point. That's r by 2. That's all you want, right?
Yes.
Then you want a point in the corner, right?
Yes.
Then you want to draw a circle. There. That's the center. You want to draw the circle. This circle is root 5 by 2. Root 5 by 2 of the r by 2. R being the original length, right? So if I measure this distance, it's 11.18 because root 5 is little more than 4. 4 by 2 would have been 2. I mean, basically, we started with r, right? What am I getting wrong? No, root 4 would have been 2, so it would have been exactly 1. Because it's root 5, it's a little more. It's yeah. So basically, it's little more than 10. So far, so good.
Yes, Sanjeev, we take the point which is like near this -6 now. The point where the circle is intersecting the diameter, we take that point near -6.
Circle is intersecting the diameter.
The origin line.
It will be the same point, these 2 points. That's how you drew the circle.
I mean the horizontal line. We take that point, Sanjeev.
16. This point.
At this point.
Okay.
And then the distance, I mean the length between this point.
All right. So what do you think this point is? Let me ask you that. Mathematically, what is this point? The perimeter is 2 pi r, right? Okay, anyway, fine. So what did you expect this point to be? This point is minus 6.18. You understand why? Because we did 11.18 was the radius, right? We subtracted 5 from it, and this is what is left of it. So this is root 5 by 2 r minus r by 2. So root 5 minus 4. Let's write it down. Root 5 by 2r. That's from here to here. Okay. and that you want to subtract r by 2. Okay, I mean a negative of that, of course. So it's, yeah, it's minus root 5 minus 1 divided by 2r. Okay, I'm with you so far. Are you with me so far? This is what we have. That's this point. Is that what you wanted?
Yes, Sanjeev. And then the length between this point and this point will give us the 1/5 of the perimeter.
Who said this point and this point?
Yes. We take this length as a reference, and then we cut an arc on the perimeter of
No, wait,
the.
let's stop. Okay. Can you tell me what is the logical way in which you could have come up to this? Let's say it's even true. It seems, I don't know. We are basically taking 10 square plus this square. That's what you're saying, right? Okay, fine. So this is R. So I understand. So you're saying R square plus root 5 minus 1 divided by 2 square, R square root. Turns out to be exactly what? You said that is 1/5, right? So that's somehow related to 2 pi, which is an irrational number. 2 pi r, which is a perimeter, divided by 5. This is your claim. Am I getting what you're saying? Okay. So, all right. It's actually not 2 pi r divided by 5. I get it, because 2 pi r divided by 5 is the angular distance. It's actually the distance when you go along the circle. What this is for you, what you think, or it may be, who knows, is basically that it's a chord. When you draw, it's not the angle on the circle, it's the chord of the circle. That's what you're claiming, right?
Yes.
So you're saying when you draw it, it turns out that the chord length is equal to this length. Right? So you go in the market and you're trying to explain to people that this is how you want to do it, and you want someone to believe you. I mean, it may turn out by some strange coincidence that it worked, but do you think this is, again, going back to what we know, this is how people would have logically come up with this and would have made sense? Okay. I mean, even now, I think you're finding it hard to prove mathematically, right? You looked up Google, fine, Google Doctor does some good things, but do you get, it's hard for you to even explain it mathematically now with all that you know about Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras wasn't even there. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not visually obvious, right? Yeah. Is this Google Doctor or is it you? You
No,
came up with this on your own?
No, Sanjeev.
Yes. So with all that we know and have Google Doctor, we can do a lot of things. Fine. So it turns out that there are some convenient things that might accidentally come up. That's what you're saying. Okay, might come up accidentally. Not everyday practice, but okay, fine. But do you see the math behind it now? Right. So let's see what this really gives us. Right? This is just for us to complete, just for completion. When you start something, you see where it's going. Okay. So this is 4 plus root 5 square is 5 minus 1 square will be plus 1 minus 2 times root 5 divided by 4, 12 of r. That's the length we are getting, right? So that is 10 plus 2. 2 2's can get cancelled. 10 will become 5. 5 minus root 5 by 2 times r. So what we are claiming is, which would be an interesting thing that you can prove, that if you cut a circle in 5 parts, this is the chord length. And then we have found a way to construct it. Okay. You think this would have been easy for someone